This week on Not Another Shooting Show.
He spends his tism so that we don't have to.
I'm here to ride the lightning.
She was about 60% racist.
Sir, we cannot have you shoot a rifle on our range with no sights.
I'm not pawning the shit for meth.
A 357 J-frame.
He was like, they feel big.
Giggity.
He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show. We go to Atlanta, Georgia, where officers converged on a southwest Atlanta neighborhood late Saturday to investigate gunfire. When they arrived at the home in the 400 block of Peyton Road, they found two people suffering from gunshot wounds. The victims said the man was showing off a gun and it accidentally went off, striking himself in the stomach and a woman in the leg.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, what? Shot himself in the stomach
and a woman in the leg.
That's impressive.
Very, very impressive. Both were taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police took the man, identified as Kevin Dean, into custody and charged him. Well done, sir. Well done. So shot in the stomach and caught her in the leg. So he's like messing with it and a little off to the side. Pew, I'm guessing, went through like front and side, maybe.
That's the only way I could see that working. He went through his liver, went through something on the side of him, and smoked her in the leg. Like, goddamn, how bad did your accidental shooting go? Well, I shot someone else at the same time.
Yeah, I accidentally shot myself and someone else all at once. That's not the first time we've had one of those on the show, though.
That's true, because there was the husband showing his wife and shot himself in the hand and her. And you're like, oh, just don't go home. Don't go home.
Okay, so we're gonna get into Jeff's guns. He got his TS2s. We're gonna get into that. But the thing I saw right away when I looked in the rundown for today was Nationals should be in May.
Yes.
Now,
late May or early June. Yes.
I remember us talking about this a week ago. But was it off the air or was it on the air?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I think it might have been off the air. But anyway, make your case. Because I thought Nationals should all be at the end of the year because it's cold up here and we got to train up.
Well, the amount of time it takes you to train up to be proficient. Oh, that's one of the things we didn't talk to Tristan about.
What?
Do you need to shoot matches to get ready for, or shoot locals to get ready for majors?
Yeah.
Because as you become more experienced, you don't really need that many more. But basically, hockey starts at the end of the year and goes until June, and it made me go, oh. Yeah, fuck it. So instead
but it has its own season, though.
It does, but you're still finishing an ice sport in the middle of summer.
An indoor ice sport.
Yes. And so my contention is, instead of trying to get the areas to move themselves to a more reasonable time, because I get it, logistics, yada, 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 it's how we've always done it, whatever. Just make Nationals the next year the qualifiers for the this is why I said the skilled Nationals. If we're doing the invite only,
okay.
That way you get all the area finishers and you have all the data from the year before, and you can be like, oh, I don't give a shit what you did this year. You could start shooting a different division, but hey, here's your slot for LO Nationals because you shot LO last year. Or here's your slot for open, the open squad, because you shot open last year. I don't care, you're shooting production this year. And that you have all the data, you have all the times, boom. And by late May, early June, even those of us north of the Mason-Dixon, you've started training. I mean, with global warming, we haven't had a real winter here in 4 years. So,
we haven't had one here in 3 years.
Yeah. So, at this point, a little natties and Memorial Day weekend, boom, get everyone out there, get it all done. Again, I believe it should be the skilled nationals, so there should only be like 6 squads, and we've talked about the different ways you can do this, but that should be the timing of it, because then you have all the data from all of the area matches that are supposed to be the feeder matches for this.
Another thing you had in the rundown for later on, though, shooting the match in one go. That means like you just shoot each stage, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so that's its own idea of how to run a match.
But that'd be like golf. Literally like golf. I guess even in golf, though, there's squads, so to speak. There's like a foursome
I equated it more to F1, but yes, it's basically like you... And I'm imagining, to anyone who's been to ENGC, because a number of our listeners have, but like most ranges are in a row, is you start at stage 1, you shoot stage 1, you immediately go to stage 2. You have to have all of the ammunition that you will use over the course of all of the stages on you from the beginning.
Oh, sort of like some of those PRS matches?
Yeah, to a degree. And so you have to... And there's no walkthrough. So you get done shooting that stage, you unload and show clear or holster up, whatever, go to the next stage, immediately shoot it. No walkthrough, no dilly-dallying. And while you're doing that, they're scoring and pacing the stage behind you and just following you as you go through. And you have to remember all of your stage plans, and you just have to go, bam, done.
So instead of 10 lines of 12 or 15, you have one line.
Yes.
Or do you have like...
So you would have time zones. So like, depending on how well this works, you could either do like, hey, your squad has from 8 to 8:40 to get all your guys through. Then the next squad's up. Or, make it simple. 8 to 9, that's your squad. You have to shoot these 5 stages in that 1 hour block. And then next squad up. And so... people literally show up 15 minutes, 20 minutes before their time, and they can start walking the stages as the crew is finishing. They get to say, like, I'm using my club as the example. So our bay 5 is kind of like a big middle bay. And so they get to bay 5, everyone clears the stage, person starts doing 1, 2, 3, boom, and they go through. And so everyone just has that time to walk the stages, whatever. But there's that element. You have to have all the stuff on you. You have to remember all of your stage plans. You have to just go. Like there's no stopping. Just, hey, you fucked up that last stage. You have to immediately put that behind you and go to the next stage. There's no hour like decompressing. Okay, I'm getting back into the zone. Okay. Yeah, it's like we're here, we're doing the motherfucking shit. No stops.
I think this sounds terrible. By the way, I like as a match director, I'm thinking through my head like how, like if we have one squad going and they're like going in, like why wouldn't we just start another squad at least 2 stages away and do the exact same thing?
Because you'd run into each other.
Oh, okay.
Because literally, one person should complete all of it in under 5 minutes. Because it's literally you get done with the stage 1, you go to bay 2. Get in the start position. Are you ready? Stand by. Beep.
Did you think of this? Because why does it take 4 hours to do 60 seconds worth of shooting?
No, I was watching way too much F1, and it was a way to add an element to the match that would make it even more complicated.
I agree with you. It would make it more complicated.
But it would also simplify the fuck out of it. Like, hey, you have to be here for an hour. That is your entire commitment for the day because you're handing off to a squad and you can fuck off. No, and your last squad is like 15, 20 people because they're doing the teardown.
Interesting idea. Okay, you got your guns. Your pair of TS2s.
I finally have my TS2s. They are awesome.
And they've got 407 comps on them?
They got 407 comps, which I'm a fan of. I may or may not, be in the idea sphere of just getting rid of all my SROs and everything. Cause these are, they're quite nice. They really are. I do You were right that a Tac Sport 2 fills my hand even better, but I'm really glad I didn't listen to you and I got the fat bogeys from Lock because these fit my hands almost perfectly. It feels like I'm sitting here going, oh, is this what you little people feel? What a gun feels like? Now I understand.
Okay. So what did I say? Like maybe not get the super big ones?
Yes, you said to get the thin ones. You may have also complained that the locks are too sharp for you.
Well, that's a personal preference thing, the sharpness. Like I think it's completely ridiculous to have the crazy sharp ones, but I don't recall. I must have. I don't know. I don't recall saying that you should get the thinner ones, but I just remember that the thin ones. Oh, I remember what I said. The thin ones on my Shadow 2. Like I had Hennings on my Tac Sport, and I love the Hennings on my Tac Sport, but I bought the Hennings because I already loved them and put them on my Shadow 2, but they're like the same width. And it's a much smaller frame on a Shadow 2, and it was too small for me. Like, it didn't work. So then I got some checkered lock grips and palm swells, and they're fantastic. So
yes, the fat bogey lock grips are awesome. I love them. It fits my hands almost perfectly. So far, I haven't lit one off into the ground, but I also have not drawn from a holster yet. So,
okay. Do you have a holster yet?
No, it's on the way. I end up just going Red Hill Tactical out of sheer laziness.
Yeah, honestly, I know that one. Mine's fine. I don't have a good reason why not to get one. So
yeah, I've used them before. Like I literally, I went with them because they also have the lock that GX made popular. Like they have the little lever thing. Cool. Mm-hmm. That's what I was looking for. I saw some other holsters, similar-ish price. They didn't have the lock. I was like, okay, I just wanted the lock. So it's on a 30-day.
Yeah, it takes about a month to get them from them.
Which, better than 6 months. So fuck it. I don't intend to shoot these like a ton until after Nationals because, I signed up for Nationals. But
which Nationals?
A CO.
Is that the one that is at the end of the year in Utah?
That's the one in Utah, yes.
And that is that the early one or the late one?
I want to say that one was in September.
There isn't one in June this year?
No. God,
oh, okay. I'm not on the board anymore. I quit paying attention when they are.
That's fair. That's fair. So September 16th. So there's no majors that I'm shooting that are after it. So I will not be shooting a major in LO this year. But I will probably be screwing around with them and try to kind of lock in my training with my Shadow 2s. But there's not a ton difference between the two except for these ones fill my hands properly.
I think they're very different from the Shadow 2, like all around. Like if I bounce between them, like if I've been shooting my Tac Sport a whole bunch and then I go back to the Shadow 2, like things are not easy. It's easier for me to go Shadow 2 to Tac Sport than the other way around.
That makes sense. I also haven't shot the Shadow 2 since I shot the Tac Sport, so I did dry fire today and I was like, ew, this thing's not.
You've shot the Shadow 2 a bunch though. Like I don't even have a whole season on a Shadow 2. So, I mean, I primarily shot my Tac Sport last year and most of the year before. And I did have a cup of coffee with the Shadow 2 last year. I shot it for like a month's worth of matches. I never shot it at a major, but I shot it at several club matches.
Right,
and
but I
practiced with it a bunch. But
I've been shooting it for 6 years. So.
Right. So, like, it's probably going to be the opposite for you going between the two, but...
Right. What's funny is I did have malfunctions, probably from my shitty ammo, but it did eat most of my shitty ammo, which, props to it.
What were the malfunctions? Because when I first got mine, it was a 40 gun, but I was having malfunctions left, right, and center. And your friend and mine, John, who was a CZ
aficionado,
He immediately said replace the extractor spring with an extra power one.
Oh, mine were all magazine related.
Oh, they were. Okay.
I may or may not have already had a magazine kind of go Maraca on me, and I don't know if that's because of my shitty ammo but all the guts are getting changed out anyways. So
the TS2 mags, they are more. You're gonna learn they're way more finicky than a Shadow 2 mag.
Not excited about that part.
No, do you own a mag brush?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure it's always in your bag because you're gonna need it. And what base pads are you getting for it?
So I'm getting the Hennings for.
Okay. Then you don't need a tool
for the standard mags, and then I'm gonna try the MBX mags. I've had good luck with them in my Shadow 2. I've heard semi-mixed reviews of them overall, but my intention is that the MBX mags will be my drop mags, and that the Hennings mags will be my reload mags.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Jeff more about his Taxport 2s and what he thinks of a magwell. But before we do that, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month. You will get all of the rest of this episode. You will hear Jeff talk about magwells. You will hear us also talk about beware of the popper when you leave a shooting area. And adventures at a gun store. I cannot wait to hear about this. Oh, wow. That looks like fun. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. Also, Not Another Shooting Show on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel now. We haven't really posted much in the way of videos. A handful of videos have gone up, some shorts. But our podcast every episode of our podcast is on there. So you can listen to our podcast every week. It automatically feeds to YouTube. So you can listen to our podcast there. At some point, we'll do video with our podcast, but not yet. But the show is still there. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month.